You know what? There aren't enough educated, progressive black male voices. No politically correct bullshit. I'm just one guy with a valuable opinion, bringing you the real, for real. I recently turned 32. I'm 32 years old now. I cannot believe it. Well, I can believe it. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. But I went to the movies for my birthday. Now listen, for those of you who don't know, my birthday is May 8th. And so much of what this podcast is you guys getting to know who I am. I'm Tahir, Coleman Registrar. I was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. I'm not going to keep saying it every episode. Y'all just need to watch the first one, which if you haven't, you should. And if you haven't, I know you're probably just listening to this while you're driving a car or washing, your dishes or something like that. But go to YouTube for the video because there is a video component to this. And if you're watching YouTube, how y'all doing? I look good, don't I? What's new with you? Listen, I went to the movies because Doctor Strange came out. And it was Mother's Day as well. And that was so cool. And if y'all watched the first episode, you know how dope that was. How, what my Mother's Day gift was to my mom. But the other thing was going to the movies to see Doctor Strange. Now listen, Christina asked, she went before me.
I did.
She could have just waited. She could have waited. We could have did a thing. We could have had a moment.
The kids wanted to see the movie.
You know what? F them kids. I'm tired of your kids. Every time it's you and your kids, you bringing up your kids. Shout out to good mothers everywhere. But it was so good. Oh my. The twists, the turns, unexpected, darling. The funny thing is that we already recorded all of this, but we had to do it again because it was out of focus. Child, we did 30.
That was unexpected.
We did 40. Okay, unexpected. So unexpected. The tables have turned. So this is our second time recording damn near 45 minutes. We were almost done. It's so hard doing this podcast, y'all. It takes a lot more time than I thought it would. So y'all better be fucking grateful, goddamn. I don't want to hear nothing.
Right.
Okay, this is 4K. I'm giving you quality moments, black people. Articulation, comedy. I'm giving you moments. Y'all better fucking eat this up and share it with everybody. Because, I was this close from not recording this bitch again.
I know you was.
I was over there about to break. Christina.
You did so good though.
I did, thank you. I held this together in front of you. Thank you. Because I was back there like.
Because if it was me.
But back to the movie, Doctor Strange. Because this was a very Doctor Strange fucking moment. Because that never happened. Let me check. I'm scared. I'm looking at the damn screen now. Because it's.
Remember you said that?
I definitely did. It's Friday the 13th. Let me tell you something about my camera. It's autofocus. If I do something, it's supposed to focus where I am. How the fuck it stayed focused on these two things the whole time? It's Friday the 13th. Guess who's playing Jason? It's Nightmare on Elm Street. And guess who's playing Freddy? Chef Cookies. You know yeah. Anyway, I had such a great time at the movies, and Doctor Strange is amazing. If you haven't seen it, go see it because all these twists and turns. But then at the end, when they had the coalition, I don't want to say too much. I don't do spoil alerts. How you say that, child? Spoiler alerts. Don't do me. You didn't have to make that face while you said spoiler.
Oh, sorry.
You just feel like it's spoiler. You were like spoiler. Y'all don't be seeing her, but she be really doing me. Oh, and I'm gonna get to that later. But go see Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Amazing. Listen, one thing about me is I don't really leave my house. Even before the pandemic, I had gloves, motherfucking masks, Lysol sprays and all this. I was already doing that. I was born with a weak immune system. I was born with all year-round allergies and asthma. And just really bad allergies. So I got sick a lot as a kid. So I didn't leave my house. But when the pandemic came, an excuse to stay home. I said, I'm not going out. For what? And I didn't even know about delivery, like grocery deliveries. I didn't even know that was a thing until the pandemic. Now, it didn't happen because of the pandemic. I didn't pay attention to it until then. Child, me and my mother started ordering groceries. We were like, Lord Jesus, as long as we get a black woman, we're going to be all right. There's something about black women. They be like, that's not right. Get the one in the back. Like, they ain't going to do you dirty. Now, when black men, I'm not trying to shit on y'all, but when black men shop, I be like, this can is dented up. Why would you put this in a cart?
So you just don't care.
You just don't give a fuck. You just put that shit in there because you can get to stores and you can get some more money. Black women in a store like, no, manager. So I trust black women to shop. So I don't go. I say all that to say this. I went to the Walmart. This would be my first time going to Walmart since 2020 AD. And I discovered something. 2 things, in fact. 1, people like to stare at me. Now, let's be clear, I get it. This thick snack. Snack.
Okay.
Impressive how I can remember what I said, right? I know you're impressed. This thick snack, I get it. But listen, I'm a snack attack. Matter of fact, I'm a full course meal. The whole fucking menu. Just say something. But this is how people stare. I'm from Jersey. People don't stare at you in Jersey. You get smacked if you stare at somebody. We got a problem? Down here in Atlanta, my be staring. And they be like, it'd be like a hard stare that they don't even care that they see you looking at them.
Right.
And it's crazy. And I experienced that. Now, I said, is it my hair? And because I remember walking past and this little boy was like, oh, he has such long hair. And I was like, thank you. Because I didn't know where he was going with that. He could have took a left, and I don't even fuck with kids. Ask Christina, I will dead ass bop you in your fucking mouth. Huh? Pick your teeth out? I did that. Go get your mother. No, I'm not really one of those people. Don't do me. This is your last episode. Let me tell you something. Okay, let me wait. I'm gonna wait to that. So I wonder, like, why are people staring at me all the time? Like, they were dead ass just staring at me. And I'm like, is it my hair? I don't know. But needless to say, I won't be going back to Walmart. But in my discovery of Walmart, you know how you go to Walmart or Target, something's in the air. Something's in the fucking air because you buy shit you don't need. And as I was walking past, now y'all may know this because y'all go to Walmart, y'all go to Kroger and Publix and shit like that. I don't go out my house. I do online shopping and I get the same shit every single time. It'd be like, order again, press. Ain't got time. But when I was walking in Walmart, just like, gallivanting amongst the people, I discovered cabbage in a can. Christina? If you can put it in my hand, don't do me. Put it in my hand. You know what? This is your last, you know what? Cabbage in a can. Have y'all seen this? I did not know there was cabbage in a can. Now, I saw the collard greens in a can. I remember that from many years ago. But cabbage in a can. As you can see, it was already open. We had a whole skit. Let me get off that. Let me get off that.
Leave it in the past.
Leave it in the past, Tahir. So I'm going to fake like I'm trying this for the first time, although I already ate it. But let's try this for the first time. Let's see. Okay. It's like when you first start, it's like, but it's really actually really...
Let me see, because I ain't tried it.
It's really flavorful. It's really tasty. Hurry up and try. We got 2 minutes left in this segment. Let's see. It's actually really flavorful. What is it called? Martha's?
Margaret Holmes.
Margaret Holmes. I don't know if she's black or not, but... You get what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what?
Right. Like, it's like when you first eat it...
I'm not mad.
When you first eat it, it's like... But then it's like...
Like, I feel like I'm catching hints of
It's
vinegar or
giving...
something.
It's seasoned.
Yeah, no.
It's seasoned.
I'm
but
not
it
mad.
tastes like soup.
Yeah.
And I don't want no damn soupy cabbage. I like cabbage with a texture.
Yeah.
I like texture in my cabbage. Plus, I like cabbage made with meat. I don't know what they put in there. I can read the ingredients, but that's right. I can read the ingredients too much. But it's not bad. I want to know in the comments, have y'all ever had cabbage in a can? Another thing that's new to me, I don't know what it is. I've turned 32. Listen, my neck and my back, right? Oh, let's get to it.
Huh?
Now, I done baked some cookies, all right? I have a cooking show called Up in My Kitchen that I'm premiering soon. And I'm an amazing cook. I do this. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't challenge me. You will lose, period. I f***ed up some baked cookies. I don't do that. I don't know what the f*** is going on with me that day. And I only told one person. Now I'm telling y'all. See? I only told one person. Christina, fix your mic. Yeah, make sure it's all right. You good. I only told one person. It was Christina. And she kept me. All the trauma that I went through, you don't even understand. I'm a cook, so I've been doing everything by hand for so long. I didn't have a hand mixer or a stand mixer or anything. I just do everything by hand because that's what real cooks do. But, I showed Christina my failure cookies, which never happened to me before. It was very devastating, in fact. I was traumatized. And she kept making little jokes and shit, right? So why the f*** May 8th, 8 o'clock in the morning, I get a call. 8 or 9, It was distorted times. Nobody should be up on their birthday. And somebody had cookies for me. I go downstairs to go get some cookies. I was like, who the sent me cookies? Now, you know I got a lot of suitors because I'm a baddie. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do this. How do you know who it was? It could be anybody. It was Christina. And it was some baked cookies from a company. And the card read, hopefully these cookies taste better than them piece of punk cookies you made. I was like, this is her last show. This is her last show. I say all that to say this. When you turn 32, did you start getting excited about ordering bowls and things? I have a hand mixer. I feel very adult now. This is very adult. Listen, it came with the paddle, whisk attachments, and everything. So now, I'm about to get the bacon. Christina, you be the first one to taste my damn cookies. That sounded weird.
Would love to.
That sounded weird. And you said it all fast. You're nasty. Let's get into the next segment. Okay. We're not doing that. Now see, that's some black shit. I ain't even gonna listen. When I tell you I love us, I mean that. This is some black shit. Listen, on internet, on Instagram, when I do the Black media, it's black folk. You know, we are the internet. I'm so tired of people saying, oh, it's the internet, it's the internet, it's us. But on this show, this is some black because this really is some black shit. Christina, I already know.
What?
I already know you have this. And let me know in the comments too if y'all got this. Wherever you listening, let me know. Like, respond. Wherever you can find me, just respond. This I found this online. This may sound, but do spices expire? And then somebody left a comment and said, technically, yes. But blacknically, no. Yes or no, Christina? No, it doesn't. Listen, and I know y'all know, I already know that y'all are like, so true. Throw that away. It does expire. It expires. I'm not even gonna hold you, I had some paprika in the back of my cabinet. It must have been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
I bought a lot of spices when I first moved here, and paprika was one of them. I almost never use it. Not because it doesn't have flavor, because it does. People who say it doesn't have a good palate. I'm talking shit about you. They be like sazon and like paprika and shit like that don't have taste. I'm like, no, it's you. Yeah. It's you. It definitely does. But I had some paprika back there. I made some like Tuscan, Alfredo moment the other day. And I wanted to fat ass. And
I'm like, oh, was it good?
Girl, listen, I didn't even mean to eat all of that like that. I wanted to have some left over. Ask me if there was. It wasn't. But I made some, and I wanted the sauce to look a little bit more red, and I wanted to add like a little smoky little flavor to it, which paprika does, especially smoked paprika.
Right.
But I was like, I know I had some paprika in here, right? Child, I went all the way to the back of the cabinet. Now, that's significant because I get all of my seasonings from flavorfoodco.com, and they're fresh seasonings. She dehydrates everything, and she makes her combinations on her own. Black owned. Her name is Maya Nicole, and flavorfoodco. Child, Flavor Food. Child, I don't even know the company. Flavorfoodco.com. I don't know. Listen, Flavor Food Co. And her seasonings are bomb. I use this street bourbon seasoning that she does. I think that's what it's called. I'm probably seasoning. Crazy because this is the second time me saying this, and I could have brought the seasoning out, and I still haven't. Terrible. Whatever, I'm gonna be talking about her throughout the whole podcast. Flavor Food Co. Her seasons are amazing. The adobo, whatever. But I knew she didn't have like a paprika.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know I had like a great value.
Everybody got a great value.
Listen, $1 can't beat it. It's the same
Thank you.
It's the same
I agree.
So I went to the back of the cabinet, and that damn paprika was chalk. It was like, I had to knock that out. And I had to, put it, hit it on the counter, take a knife, twist that thing up. But guess what? I sprinkled the paprika, it made the color, and it made the taste a little different.
It did its job.
I guess old girl was right. Blacknically, no. What do you have in your cabinet that's probably old like that? What seasoning?
Onion powder.
First of all, how don't you use onion powder?
But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. I do use it. I use onion powder and garlic powder like almost religiously. So I didn't even know why. The garlic powder still look good. It's just that onion powder's a little.
Throw that shit away. It's $1. At this point,
it is $1.
We're being rebellious or something. I don't know.
I'm trying to be resourceful.
And that's what it is. We save paper bags, plastic bags, spoons, cups from fucking Wendy's and shit. Your whole cup, you don't got no cups, but you got a whole cup of Wendy's.
Right.
Listen, we're resourceful. That recycle thing came from us.
Hello?
Hi. I'm not saying we're saving the nation, the world.
But
I'm not saying we're not.
Right.
Let's get to the next one. Now, I talked about abortion in the first episode, but I thought this was brilliant to talk about again because I found this. This is some black this right here, this is some black I guess they were protesting abortion, and this black man, his protest sign said, "Who made you the coochie boss? Hoe ass nigga." First of all, you know that was probably some country. Mm-hmm. You know how they be like, "Little pussy, little bitch," and you be like, "What? I'm sorry. What exactly are you saying to me?" What could you say one more? I know you're upset, but if you could just repeat it for me, little.
Maybe slower. And then,
right, and slower, right? Yeah. And then the funny thing is, if you say it outside of the accent, it doesn't sound right. Little.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't serve the purpose. But when you be like, "Little pussy," you be like, it sounds very Navajo-ish. Is that racist? I'm not trying to. But it sounds like something a native might do during like a dance call or a routine or something. It doesn't sound like English. And it's had to be. Like you just know. You just know he was country. Right. Who made you the coochie boss? First of all, coochie. Then he got two hearts in the. Instead of O's, it's two hearts. Because he said, "I love the cooch."
Right.
Who made you the coochie boss? Lord pussy. Now that's what he should have put. That's some black.
Yeah.
I got more. And this one comes from my Aunt Joanne because I've never even heard her curse before. But I posted a video on my Facebook page, like more family and friends, and about me going to Walmart and people looking at me. I did not. No, Chrissy, you keep scaring me. Is the camera off? Goddamn.
I'm not just making sure it's clear this time.
All right, thank you. I'm looking too.
Okay.
Listen, we scared. This thing has traumatized us. When your camera cut off, you gotta start over. Shit is trauma. We are like, it's audio on. It's got to. I don't even have my earpiece. But so the Walmart thing, my aunt saw the video of me saying that people were like staring at me at Walmart. That is some black shit. First of all, she's my great aunt. Let's start there. Mm-hmm. My Aunt Joanne. Love you to death. Shout out to you.
Hey.
But it's some black shit. Only your aunt gonna be underneath your comments like, asking what the they looking at. That's what you asked them, nephew.
Right.
What the they looking at? I was like, you know how when you're younger, your parent, you come to your mother and your father, you be like, they're picking on me. Mm-hmm. And your mother be like, just go to school and tell them to shut their ass up. Mm-hmm. And you go to school and be like, my mother said, shut your punk bitch, little stupid, crusty, little dusty, little. You be like, now see, son, daughter, I didn't tell you to say all that. But you be having a proud moment on the side, be like, that was a great combination. I'm gonna beat your ass when we get home.
Yes.
Because where'd you get that mouth from?
I've had a few proud moments. Oh yeah.
Period. You know what? Yeah. I'm not gonna say your child's name because I'm gonna protect her innocence.
I appreciate
But that one,
yeah,
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of your daughter. You know what? Bring her over here. I'm gonna teach her a few things.
Oh my God.
Teach her a few combinations. I bet you they won't say shit else to her.
I bet you're correct. Thank you.
Listen, if you got an aunt like me, covet her. And the very last thing, as a black person, becoming a district attorney is self-hatred. Now, I put this one up here because this is definitely some black. I don't understand this. Why do y'all feel like if you're a DA or a person in the government or a police officer that somehow you hate yourself because you locking up black people? I wonder if they would feel the same if a black person tried to kill them. Right. Would you want your DA to prosecute them? Your prosecutors and your lawyers and stuff, you would want them to take care of this well. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to understand, where do we stop making things nonsensical just because a person is black? Now, I understand over-policing or putting black people in prison that don't deserve it, et cetera, et cetera. I understand that, but I don't think it's self-hate for a person to be a DA or a prosecutor.
To have a job.
To have a great job at that, a job that can make change.
Yeah.
I don't think that's wrong.
I agree with that.
Right? It's like, it's not wrong. I think we should Now, once they get the job, what they do with it, politicking, unfortunately, you can get into some things, get blackmailed or get favors, like it becomes a favor thing. And you can start to do things that you ordinarily wouldn't do. But I don't think anybody, especially a black person, goes into those spaces thinking, let me put black people away.
Right.
It's just not a thing.
Right.
So I would like to unpack that more in a different episode. Let's go into the next segment.
Thoughts from the people.
I recently posed a question to the people. This wasn't easy for me, but I saw on social media that a lot of people were talking about this at length. So many people, so many likes, so many retweets, and it started to disturb me on an unnatural level. And I thought it was important for me to see what people really thought about that. And I wanted to gauge it from my audience on the Black media versus just like going off of what social media says. Because a lot of times there's a lot of nonsensical, stupid people. The definition of stupid means lacking common sense or intelligence. But I saw a lot of people disrespecting Jada Pinkett Smith as if she is responsible for Will Smith's actions, as if she somehow is a demon or a bad person based off of some dumbass logic that because she's a woman, how dare she seem to be the one who's wearing the pants or having the upper hand, which is crazy to me because it's not even like that. And you can tell that it's coming from ignorance because if you actually paid attention to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, the things that they say together, the interviews that he does without her, the interviews that she does without him, you can tell. Anybody with a brain can tell that they love each other tremendously and they're not messing up that union. And I'm someone who comes from a broken home, who my parents separated. They were very much married until a few years ago, but they were separated for like 10 years. And so I saw my father date other people. I saw my mother date other people. It's very possible for you to be not together and still, because they did go back and forth for a while. They broke up for a long time. Then they came back together. And so when people act like, oh, Will Smith and Jada couldn't do that, they're swingers, they've denounced that publicly. They said they've never been swingers. They've never had an open relationship, ever. And still people are like, nah, yes, you did. How would you know? Where's your proof? Where's your video? If these people are saying it, why can't you believe the horse? It's wild to me. And from, like I said, my parents separated and they saw other people. My parents were not swingers. Let's be very clear. Swingers. First of all, anybody swinging from nothing. But it's like people really rather believe the lies that they tell themselves in their own head and disrespect Jada as if Will is some type of angel. The question I posed was, is Jada Pinkett Smith, I should have added Smith, sorry, but is Jada Pinkett Smith at fault for Will Smith's actions? Has she emasculated Will? These are the thoughts from the people. Let's see. Wait, before that, let me do the definition of emasculate. Emasculate, according to Merriam-Webster, since 1828. Gupta? We have Gupta on the line, by the way. Just wanted to let you know we have Gupta on the line. And y'all see I had to get my drink. I don't even drink. I had to get my drink because y'all on my head. And my chapstick is on deck because my lips is getting real. Anyway, the definition of emasculated or emasculate: to deprive of strength, vigor, or spirit, to weaken, to deprive of, I already recorded this part and I still up on a word. God. Oh. To deprive of virility or procreative power. I hope I said that right. Judge your mother. You know what? Y'all know what the I'm trying to say. To castrate. The interesting thing about this definition that I've noticed is that it doesn't mention men or women. It's genderless. But somehow, whenever we talk about emasculate, I guess because of the word mask within the word emasculate, that people think that it's only applied to men. But according to this definition, emasculate can be applied to women too. You can emasculate a woman. You can deprive a woman of strength, vigor, and spirit. You can weaken a woman based off of your actions. How many women do we know that got cheated on? How many women do we know that got abused or got is in a relationship when a man got a baby outside of wedlock or something crazy like that. I don't ever see, and this is not a slight against black men, I'm just being honest. I don't ever see black men have the same vitriol that they have against Jada, against black men who do that on a fucking daily basis. So what are you actually upset about? Let's see what the Gupta. We're gonna check with the people, Gupta. Gupta be on it. I'm sorry. As soon as I start getting some money, Gupta, I'm gonna give you a check. Amen. One of the first comments that I saw was, let me just state the question again. Is Jada Pinkett Smith at fault for Will Smith's actions? Has she emasculated Will? They both terrible for each other. I just don't get it. What the are you looking at that I'm not looking at? Do y'all even watch? Are you doing any research? Or are you just going off of like memes and shit like that? Because if you look at the interviews, I've seen it all. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I didn't do that research because of this podcast. I'm just a fan. I've seen Will Smith's interview singularly. I've seen Jada Pinkett Smith's interview singularly. I've seen every single episode of Red Table Talk. And I've rewatched them because they're so beautiful and amazing. I'm trying to understand where y'all seeing this at. But okay, that's his opinion. I respect all opinions. I just don't have to agree with them. Oh, he's a grown man, definitely responsible for his own actions, whether or not he feels emasculated. Period. I don't see how the people was blaming Jada Pinkett Smith for Will Smith getting up. Oh, and let me clear something up right quick. Y'all said Will Smith was laughing at Chris Rock's joke. He was laughing at it. He was only ever upset when he saw his wife was upset. Y'all were not paying attention. Also, if you knew Will, you would know, knew Will meaning watched his stuff, you would know that Will Smith has said for a long time that he wore a face, that he faked like everything was okay and everything was all right. This is before he slapped her. This is not premeditated slapping. You know what I'm saying? He said this beforehand. He said he would walk into rooms and do things. Even that issue he had with Janet from Fresh Prince. He wanted everybody to be happy. And if you weren't, he was upset with you. Will Smith basically admitted that he's fake. When Chris Rock said the joke, he was like, Y'all make it seem like he did like this, She's upset. That did not happen. What the video did y'all watch? Y'all like, when he looked at her, he noticed. He was still looking at Chris when she was rolling her eyes. He wasn't even looking at her. Either way, he decided to do that. And somehow Jada Pinkett Smith got the fucking, fuck that bitch. This is how they talk about her. Oh, she's a dusty bitch. I got stuff. Listen, we're going to get into the things. We're going to get into some things. Let me tell y'all about, this lady. Now, I'll pose the question for the reasons that I just said. But this woman got into her feelings. She said, it's sad that y'all continue to tear down these two people that have given you years of black excellence. So disappointed in the black media. And then she blocked me. I was like, what the f? It's sad that y'all continue to tear down these people. First of all, I've never teared out anyone. The black media is about no negativity, no gossip, no rumors, ever. We uplift people and we pose questions, we get you to think. That is the whole point of the black media, redefining what it means to be a person of color in entertainment. I don't understand how the f this lady tried to come for me and then block me. I tried to respond to her and say, I'm sorry, ma'am, you got it confused. I was gonna be nice. Now I'm being a little petty because you blocked me. Not that I care, because 80,000 followers. Okay, I didn't even know this hoe. Say now. But, ma'am, you got that wrong. I wasn't actually coming for anybody. I just wanted to see the thoughts of the people because I already saw a lot of thoughts of the people and I wanted to see if this was actually the consensus, and apparently it is. This lady says, I believe Jada is at fault. The bigger picture is she doesn't love him. And I believe she never did. Now, I'm not sure if she has a camera in their house or if she talked to, I'm trying to say where she got her information from. She doesn't love him and I believe she never did. Damn, sis. You must not seen that interview when she was, I just don't get it. Like, are y'all even paying attention? Where the f are you seeing this? Where am I not seeing it? Maybe it's me. It's not. She said he loves her and he was good for her image. Why y'all be making it seem like Jada Pinkett was some old lonely sob story who needed Will? What? No disrespect, Will's a very attractive man. But Jada? Even now, but in her prime? I don't understand that. Now that this situation occurred, they should just divorce and find their happiness for themselves. Why do you think they're not happy with each other? I'm trying to understand. Does a man who's not happy get up and smack somebody for their wife? I'm trying to understand. The healing that they've done together, it's beautiful. And they expressed it and shared it with the world, and now they're getting this. It's wild. Someone said, always punishing a woman for a man's indiscretion. Listen, I feel that. And this black man says, but it's his fault for allowing it. I said, explain. Allowing what? Allowing her to, that statement right there pissed me the off. Black men who are married to black women, and men and women in general. Black men do not allow women to do shit. That is not your, if you're thinking that, you need therapy. If you think you have to give permission to your wife to fucking speak or live or be an individual, you sick as fuck in the head and you need therapy. Allowing her to put their personal business out in the street. First of all, she didn't even do that. August Alsina did for a relationship that they had 4 years prior to the information you found out. So 4 years later, he gonna say some shit. And they like, child, now why are you bringing this up? This was 4 years ago. We didn't fix our shit. And we're over. And you brought this up. Will and Jada stayed quiet until they came together as a unit to speak about it. So I'm trying to understand what are you talking about. I don't know. We're gonna roll this over to the next segment, but we got more. I got more, because we got some voice notes. Gupta, let's roll it over to the next segment.
This is the real for real.
Y'all really driving me to drink. I can't take it. I think, ooh, kind of like watered it down a little bit. Because in your face, like, you really taking it to the head. Listen, when you drink as much as I do, matter of fact, let me refill my cup. Because y'all driving me to drink. Y'all really are. Y'all need to watch this podcast on youtube.com/TheBLACKMedia. And for those of you who pay attention, I have to get my bliss that. Because you are making my lips dry. Y'all sucking the life out of me, the juiciness out of me with the ridiculousness. Gupta, are we on deck? Let's go to the people again. Let's go back to the people. We have a voice note coming in from Shanta Daniels. This is what she has to say.
Good morning. This is answering the Jada Pinkett Smith question. In my opinion, I say yes. Because all of their entirety of their relationship, she has always talked about Tupac being her enchanted, her beloved, pretty much putting Will at this
She's lying.
place in her life like he was never number one. He was never
That's not even true.
good enough or
it's literally not even true.
hard enough.
I wonder why people are believing that, you know?
He would never ever get the love and appreciation that she had for Tupac, and he was always trying to prove himself to her that he could be. That's what I think, in my opinion.
Thank you for your opinion, sweetie. I disagree wholeheartedly. Now, I agree that Will Smith did say that he had some self-esteem issues when it came to that, because he knew that their friendship, Tupac and Jada never even dated. If that was the case, they could have actually been in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? They were just friends. And Jada has only mentioned, and through my research, I've researched this like today for this reason. She's only ever even mentioned Tupac like maybe 4 or 5 times. Y'all are the ones who keep re-mentioning and keep retweeting the time that she said something about Tupac. And then people ask her questions, so of course she answers it. But it doesn't demean her current husband, because at the end of the fucking day, Jada chose Will. And Will's own insecurities about it were not Jada's. If Jada wanted to be with Tupac, she would have been with Tupac. To know Jada Pinkett Smith at that time, well, Jada Pinkett at that time specifically, was to know that she was against gangster rap, disrespecting women in music. She was outspoken about it, etc. And she didn't with it. So if she wanted to be with Tupac, if it was really all of that, guess what? Jada was that girl. That's why I keep saying, like, why y'all think she was some bum bitch who couldn't get who? If she wanted to be with Tupac, she would have been with Tupac. She would have chose Will. She wouldn't have chose Will. Yes, she had a fondness for Tupac, but everybody did who knew Tupac. I don't think it was disrespectful or emasculating. I don't even think it was that fucking deep. Because at the end of the day, she chose Will. Let's see what the people are saying. Gupta, let's see what the people are saying.
While I do believe that Jada
This is from
Pinkett
Aaliyah
Smith has her
Sheffield.
own issues, Will Smith had issues long before she came along. And I realized this after reading his autobiography. And
now, she did some research. She read the whole autobiography.
Growing up in his family and all that, Will Smith was always going to be Will Smith, with or without Jada Pinkett Smith. We have to stop blaming women for men's faults. We have to.
And this is her second statement.
And to be honest, after seeing, I was all for the smack, because you know I'm always all for the smack. To be honest, after seeing Chris Rock on stage with Dave Chappelle, after that man attacked Dave Chappelle, and the first thing, before they even knew who the man was, Dave Chappelle says is he must have been trans, and Chris Rock chimes in with, was that Will Smith? I'm really not mad at Will Smith for smacking Chris Rock. I'm just not gonna be.
Listen, and a lot of black people are mad. A lot of black people are saying, please stop talking about this. We get it. But it wasn't that serious. Could y'all please let it go? And so many people are still literally holding on and attached to it as if they're like, it's the worst thing I've ever witnessed in history. And it's like, it's not even that serious. Thank you, Gupta. We're turning Gupta off, aka AirPods. Like, please let it go. Y'all are so bent on Jada being the reason for this. And that shit breaks my heart because it's not even about Jada or Will. I didn't bring this up because of that. That's small-minded. And what I like to do with The Real for Real is to really take issues like that are public, that everybody can, latch to, and make it, like, what's the bigger picture? How do we heal from this? How do we find understanding from this? But don't mistake me. I'm definitely gonna curse y'all the out for being absolutely ridiculous. Y'all got me drinking. Quote unquote drinking, and it's just it hurts my heart. Listen, this is some of the stuff that I saw, y'all. This is crazy. This is some of the stuff that I read online, and when I say some, this is just some of the stuff. There was thousands more. Crazy. Jada Pinkett Smith trying to figure out how to emasculate her husband some more, and they have like a picture of a f***ing pumpkin or some shit, like weird, like making her out to be some figment or something. Jada Pinkett Smith made it her business to publicly emasculate Will Smith at least once every pay period. Ain't no way I'm going out like that. What the f*** did she do? Like, y'all are bugging right now. Like, what the hell did she do except for be a woman? Yeah. Oh, and by the way, that August Alsina thing, they were not together. As I mentioned before, my parents weren't together. They wasn't swinging, they wasn't doing nothing crazy. They was not together, and they were seeing other people. And then they came back together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that happens. Y'all act this stupid, like y'all know your own situation. Like, if we really dig in your lives.
It's true.
If we really dug in y'all lives, child, this is basic.
Nothing, right?
This is basic. This is basic.
Yeah.
Getting the f*** on my nerve. You done made me miss my train of thought. I don't get f***ed up like that. It made me really upset. Let me go back to the damn things. Somebody said, Jada Pinkett Smith did not cheat. Oh, that's what I was saying. See, let me get back. The August Alsina thing, Jada didn't cheat on Will. They were not together. They thought they were going to be done. They were not together. He moved on. Would you think Will was just sitting around not getting his up? Not to be crass, but y'all really think that... Yeah. I was about to say the N-word. Y'all really think that man... Because I don't like saying the N-word. I really don't. I said it once earlier, but that was me repeating someone else. Y'all really think Will was not out here doing what he needs to do? Not to mention, during the Red Table Talk, he said, I'm gonna get you back. She was like, you've done plenty. She was like, you've done plenty. And he was like, that's fair. Why y'all acting like Will was some punk just sitting in the corner like chilling, getting up by his wife, and she over here like, Will, get my coffee. Like, it's not even that deep. Y'all are really making up that's not even existing. But it's not even about Will or Jada. I don't know them. It's about the bigger picture. It's because it's because she has a vagina. Because let her be a man. Jay-Z, the most they did, because Jay-Z healed. Child, the audio stop. This is stressful. Oh my God. Because Jay-Z healed and made an album about it, 444, which was an amazing album. The most people, like you know what they did? Oh, this album is corny. Oh, so because he's talking about the family, generational wealth, the mistakes he made, regrets he has, things she shouldn't have done. Now the album is corny because y'all can't relate to it because y'all how he's slinging dick or whatever doing. That's crazy wild to me. First of all, it was one of the most amazing rap albums ever because it was real. Shit was brilliant. And then it was a bop too. It was a bop. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Brilliant. But y'all make it seem like Will was not doing nothing. Like, y'all, Come on. Y'all hell-bent on they were swingers. They've denied that. Y'all still going. Oh, they had an open relationship. They denied that. Y'all still going. Yeah. They sat together, and y'all using memes like, oh, Will going out bad. Look at how sad he looked. Look at how great she looked. So because she moves on and she wasn't the broken one this time, you see a woman not being the broken one, y'all like, how dare you, bitch? And they're literally talking like that. Yeah. Let me read some more things. See, why your computer want to act stupid when you're doing? I don't got time for that. Jada Pinkett Smith did not cheat at all. Not only do Will Smith and her have an open marriage. Who said that? They literally categorically denied that. Okay, this is what this girl was saying. Not only did they have an open marriage, not only has he slept around two, which he stated he basically did, they were separated at the time of the entanglement, but people are looking to vilify a strong black woman and emasculate a sensitive black man to spread lies. But ma'am, if you want to say something, say the truth. If you could believe that, because they said that they said that they didn't have an open marriage. Now you can believe that. Excuse me, you can believe the entanglement thing, but you can't believe that they didn't have an open marriage when they both said that. You're getting the information from the same source. Yeah, you believe that. Yeah. Okay, sis. Jada Pinkett Smith says she's going to emasculate Will on national TV. Don't forget to bring Jaden's teenage, over 18 friend she had a fling with. I'm done with Will Smith's false persona. She, however, is a piece of work. They need private help, not TV help. Child, I can't. These are coming from people online, and these people are getting retweets and stuff like that. Not necessarily these people, but a lot of other ones that I didn't put out for a reason. Crazy. After seeing narcissist Jada Pinkett Smith emasculate Will Smith at the Oscars, how the you emasculate Will Smith at the Oscars? Isn't that wild? Yeah. Like, people are literally creating this because she's a woman. No other reason. Right. That's the bigger picture here. Because she has a vagina. So because she's a woman, and a black woman at that, Will Smith is supposed to be the one? Oh, and people are like, I saw some people like, oh, the black family is being destroyed. Like, y'all are really taking and like, what the I didn't even want to finish reading that. Somebody said, how exactly did Jada Pinkett Smith emasculate her hubby? Why are women always blamed for men's bad behavior? What the Right. Jada's done more to emasculate, humiliate, and make Will look like a fool in the last year than anything Chris Rock could have done.
Dang.
I cannot believe this shit. It gets worse. Can Jada Pinkett Smith do any more to emasculate Will Smith? She is such a whore.
Oh.
Christina.
Yo.
The absolute evil, the pure evil, the hatred, the lies, all because she's a woman. Remember when we thought Will Smith and Jada Pinkett thought Shakur Alsina were couple goals? Now we're watching her publicly emasculate Will Smith. Someone needs to take this red table from her. That's a woman who said that. I cannot deal. Will Smith is a horrible role model as a father and man and husband. He puts up with emotional abuse from toxic Jada Pinkett Smith as if it's okay for a woman to emasculate a man. And his kids seem confused and unable to discern ethics, morals, and integrity. Wondering what Jada Pinkett Smith will do to emasculate Will Smith next. Go on Red Table Talk and tell the world she pegs him? Do you know what pegging is?
Isn't that?
You don't want your kids to know that you know what pegging is? Christina.
I believe I know it.
For those of you who don't know, Google it. Listen, these people are wild. They're wild. They're saying these things with no proof. Have we even stopped to wonder if Will Smith is experiencing spousal abuse from Jada Pinkett Smith? Considering he was laughing before slapping Chris Rock, especially since Jada tends to emasculate him in every chance she can. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with patriarchy. This is a bigger conversation. We're dealing with misogyny, misogynoir. This is not misandry. This is misogyny. This is patriarchy. White men particularly told you to hate yourself as a woman, to put yourself below a man. Let me explain something to y'all. Not me adjusting, because get real. Now, normally I would have my dramatic light, but we're using that for something else right now. I don't feel like doing it. We had to do this show twice. I'm not even about to go into. People like to bring up Adam and Eve. Christ, if you believe in that. Some of you may not be believers. That's okay. Just understand the story. People like to bring up Adam and Eve, right? And God we trust. This is a Christian God sort of country or whatever, I don't know. They make it seem like Adam and Eve, that Eve was created for Adam. No. In the book of Genesis, when God created Eden, when God created the garden, God created Adam. After God created Adam, God said, Adam needs companions. I believe is the word. Adam needs companions. So God created these animals, these creatures, to be with Adam in the Garden of Eden. I hope I'm saying that right. Is it Garden of Eden?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ciao. You need a fact checker. In the Garden of Eden. God realized that those creatures, those animals, were not. This is the real for real. Y'all hear that goddamn car going off? This never happens. This is Friday the 13th for real. Damn audio and stuff. But let me get back to God created Adam, and then he created those creatures to be companions of Adam. After a while, God realized that these creatures were not suitable. They weren't equal to Adam and could not be proper companions for Adam. So instead of creating just another Adam, God put Adam to sleep and took a piece of his rib and created woman, which was Eve, to be his equal companion, not his subordinate. Before Eve and Adam ate the piece of fruit, they had no clue of anything. Eve wasn't like Adam's servant or like some type of like less than. Eve was created to be Adam's equal because God saw that the creatures that he created was not working for Adam. Working with Adam, not working for, because I'm not going to take that, you're going to take the little soundbite. Working with Adam to frolic and things. And then also they try to blame Eve. Eve is the reason why. Eve bit the fruit Y'all make it seem like Adam was across the fucking forest and she went looking for this motherfucker. According to the Bible, Eve bit the fruit and was like, Adam, this is so good, you want some? And Adam was like, yeah, let me eat this shit too. Bitch, you right, this is good, bitch. Why your titties out? Bitch. And she was like, but your dick swinging. They noticed they were naked. They didn't even have knowledge of the situation. So how the were they gonna have knowledge of, bitch, you're supposed to do what I say?
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. It was literally, since the beginning of time, it was never like that. They like to bring up Adam and Eve and, oh, women are supposed to be in the kitchen. Oh, hunters and gatherers. We were hunters and gatherers. First of all, none of you hunters and gatherers. If I put you hoes in the forest right now, you would come back chopped up from coyotes and shit, and then bit your legs off. Stop with that hunter and gathering bullshit.
Right.
Women have always been equal to men. Men have always been equal to women. So this patriarchy that was created by white people, really, especially in America, which says women are subservient. Y'all make it seem like women had rights the entire time. This was just like fucking 80 years ago or some shit like that. Like, women just got certain rights. It didn't really blossom until the 80s, until the late 90s, or late 90s. I'm 32, that wasn't even that long ago. So the fact that there's so much programming and stuff like that for women to get a foothold in the industry, women are still making, 60 cents, 80 cents on a dollar from a fucking man? Doing the same fucking work? So imagine a woman who seems cool, calm, and collected. Break up with her husband, she get with a young dude. You know how many men date young women after a fucking
all the time.
Where's the vitriol for that man? Oh, but that's cool though. We gonna dap you up, we gonna do. But women can't do that. She got into an entanglement with August Alsina. And y'all mad about it. Because how dare a woman pull a man's card? How dare she? Nobody knows who the Will was over there on and being with. He could have had, listen, the things.
Hello?
The things in the Maldives. I'm just saying. What is all this hate because she's a woman? It has nothing to do with that she's Jada. It has everything to do with that she got a vagina. Because if the tables were turned, I promise you, none of these men, none of these people would be saying a thing about it. They'd be like, well, you know.
Right.
You know how shit goes. Like, it'd be just cool. Y'all, we gotta do better as a society. And I pledge my life. I have a sister. I have a mother. I pledge my life to Black women. 99% of my income comes from Black women. My entire studio, my life is supplied by Black women. Not only mine, but the nation. Black women are like the #1 spenders in the country. Black women are always on the front line, and they're still getting less. They're still getting treated less. And even when they don't even do anything. Let me drink my drink.
Yes.
What the to do? Except roll her eyes like a Black queen in that beautiful ass gown. And Will Smith got up and acting like a belligerent.
Right.
She didn't tell. She was like, let me keep my
Hey,
cool.
go
Let me keep my
ahead.
cool. And quiet as kept, she probably rolled that man like a rodeo that night. Thank you, babe.
Right. Hello?
Y'all acting like Will was home like, sorry, babe. Like he's some punk bitch. I don't get it. What is this narrative? Why do y'all want to believe this so bad? Do you hate your mother? Do you hate yourself? Let's be clear. We gotta do better. I'm gonna protect Black women. I'm gonna defend Black women. Always. And what y'all doing to Jada, what you're doing to women who are like that, like for instance, women are hoes. Men categorically sleep with more people and have STDs, etc., etc., etc. But women are whores and hoes and thoughts and all these nasty, negative, disgusting names. Men don't go to the hospital as much. Men don't get checked up as much. Like, come on, I'm not trying to shit on us, but like, come on, I'm a man. I know what the is going on. The vitriol, the hate that we have for women gotta stop. And it's bigger than Jada, like I said, just using them as a catalyst really, but it's bigger than Will and Jada. It's about you. It's about men. We gotta do better. Let's get into the next segment.
Seek, and ye shall find.
Listen, I see you. I hear you. I love you. I respect you. I make light of things. I have fun. Ultimately, I do see you. I do hear you. And I want to be sure that you leave with something every podcast. Understanding. I think that is literally my purpose. One of my main purposes on earth is to provide understanding for my people, so that I think if we all had more understanding, we would all be in a better place. I don't believe in utopia because we have emotions and we're not supposed to be perfect. But if we at least have understanding, then we have something, you know? I see you. You are loved. You are worthy. I do hear you. And I respect our differences, even though I may, like I said, I'm a debater, so I'm going to come with it with in the comedy and all that thing. But ultimately, I respect what you're saying. I understand. Or if I don't, I seek understanding. So I'm just going to encourage you all to seek understanding. And a lot of stuff I don't understand, I try to. I wake up every day with the intent to be a better person than I was yesterday. Actually, I do want to say in this segment too, Christina, what were your thoughts about that? Like, how did you feel about people coming for Jada and things like that?
I feel hurt for her, and I just feel like anytime a man gets his feelings hurt, a woman is always blamed for that. Yet and I personally have got my feelings hurt multiple times, and it's just expected because I'm a woman and I'm supposed to be emotional. But men, they're not supposed to get emotional. Like
and if they're getting emotional based off, I never looked at it that way. I mean? They're getting emotional based off of a woman.
Right.
It's like, you made a man cry.
Right.
Wow. Right. That's some deep patriarchal bullshit.
Definitely.
That's some punk ass bullshit. Men, we gotta step up. We gotta do better. And it's not hard. Look at me. I love women. I protect women, and I want to see everybody do better. And a lot of y'all may think I'm a simp. I'll beat the shit out of you. Ain't simp about me. But if that's what y'all want to go with, sure. And a lot of y'all will use that FAG word real quick. Guess what? You say it to my face, we gonna have an issue. Say what you want online or whatever. I don't give a but regardless. That has nothing to do with my strength, my vigor, my manliness, who I am as a human being. Has nothing to do with it. But I want to leave you with this. Understanding for opinion. The definition. Opinion. A view or a judgment formed about something not exactly based on fact or knowledge. I'm going to encourage you to have not just opinions, because who the wants to have something that's not exactly based on fact or knowledge, but valid opinions, where you do some research, where you pull from actual experiences of your own, things you saw, whatever, and have a valid opinion. Let me explain the difference between a valid and invalid opinion. A motherfucker like, that album was trash. You be like, damn, that album was trash? What songs did you like? I only heard the first two, but that shit was trash. How the the whole album trash? You only heard the first two? How? Let me stop doing that for my fucking blur. Touch my face, make sure we got the blur. We good, all right. How you listen to two fucking songs but the whole album was trash? That's an opinion. Yeah. That's an invalid opinion. Like you wouldn't even do no research. Now come to me after you listen to the whole album. Then you be like, this shit was actually trash. But until then, you can't say the whole album was trash because you ain't listened to it, or the whole song was trash but you ain't even listened to the whole song. That's wild. That's bogus. We gotta stop that. We have to stop. My prayer is that I, through comedy, entertainment, and personal experiences, will help each and every listener seek understanding from one another. I will not always get it right. I will change my mind. I may even speak out of turn. But I do this with love, and I'm asking for grace to heal through conversations in a safe space, to tackle community issues that the truth will reveal with no circumlocution, just the real, for real. And we're off. You can listen to the uncensored version of The Real for Real on Apple or Spotify podcast, and soon you'll be able to hear it everywhere.